Sweet day, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Mortal Rolls. That's right. If you're just joining us, it is episode 11 for our friends in Espanol. It's a thing. I'm learning Spanish, and I'm doing pretty well. I've learned 1 to 11 in every week. I learn another number.
Mama Tone didn't teach you?
Proud. I've only learned the bad words, and that didn't help me.
Oh, yeah, pendejo.
Whoa, what's...
Sorry.
Sorry, Mike.
It's my favorite one.
Whoa.
Cut her mic.
¿Tienes chicle?
That is actually the only thing she knew.
That's all I need to know.
Never told you that story.
Again, hey, we got a little sidetracked. Last episode, if you did not watch, it was episode 10, and it was the giveaway. So congratulations to the winner. Again, we are thinking of giveaways perhaps every 10 episodes. Don't quote us. But that's our idea. That's our sort of plan. So stay tuned. Pay attention to the Instagram. Join us there, because that's where you'll see all the deets about these sort of things. I guess we'll start with some introductions. I am 𝘼𝙣𝙣𝙤. I am the Emperor of Games. And with me is a beautiful team that we are going to introduce in just a moment, because the gods have fallen, and these are their mortal rolls. If you're just joining us, we are doing a Pathfinder 2E homebrew game in the mysterious continent of Anitis, in the Ukamaran Empire. And our heroes have been down in the depths below the city, I think, for far too long. Let's see what happens in this episode. But we're just a couple of guys and gals who love to roleplay. We love to do voices. What else? We love using the power of imagination, and we like to laugh while doing it. And okay, there we go. I've done my spiel. Now, as we get to these wonderful players, I think we're going to have to go with, last episode was quite controversial. There was one player, I don't want to name names, but they did not want to be referred to as white hair. And so for that, I have decided and I have picked a new way of introducing. It is the player formerly known as white hair. We're going to start with you, and then we're going to move on to pink hair, two-tone, and we're going to finish with the beard. But here's the catch. You have to reflect back the journey so far. What was your favorite moment so far in the campaign that was like a, wow, it doesn't have to be a favorite your player moment. It could be another player's moment, but a favorite moment that stood out to you. We'd love to know.
All right. What is up, y'all? It's your girl 𝐲𝐻, aka the chick formerly known as white hair. So happy to be here. I play Sabine. She is, just a ball of cuties. Scrambled brains and all. She's amazing. I love her. She's very fun to play. My favorite moment of the campaign thus far. Let me see. Let me just say it. When I slaughtered those farmers, did they see it coming? No, they didn't.
That was epic. Holy, that was a heart racer for me. I didn't realize what it, these were innocent people. These were innocent farmers. Let's not forget. They were innocent.
They were in jail, okay?
Guilty by association. Yeah, exactly. Brilliant. That was an epic moment. Thank you. Pink hair.
We were all in jail too, though.
That's beside the point.
Cut her mic.
Hi, everyone. I'm Ree. We don't condone murder here. Just thought I'd give that disclaimer for no particular reason.
Nope.
But hi, yeah, I'm Ree. I play Eve. Favorite moment so far, which is hard because there have been a lot of moments that I really loved. But the moment so far for me was a couple episodes ago when Morwen and Eve had their conversation and saw a glimpse of each other's forms that were perhaps more celestial in nature. That was a very cool moment.
That was, I think in my top 10 moments of a beautiful moment. I think there was a lot of tears that episode, I remember. And it was awesome. Yeah. I loved that moment. That was great. Good job, Ree. Let's see, Two-Tone. Let's see how you top those two. Good luck.
Hi, I am Sarah, and I play Morwen. And my favorite in-game moment was after Sabine slaughtered those poor farmers and was having a meltdown, and Oren went and consoled her. And I don't know if anyone caught this, but slid down a cave wall with his back against the wall. His back that has open wounds on it. Very sweet moment. And I loved it.
Yes. Oh man. That was touching. And you know what? It was so subtle. You didn't draw any attention to it. But for those who know Oren, yeah, he has the wounds in the back. So very good. But again, awesome. Okay. The beard. Let's finish it off.
I'm the beard, otherwise known as Keegs. I play Oren, who is the fun-loving and love-loving reducted class. I'm just here to have fun and cause chaos and maybe start some more riots. I think my favorite moment so far was also to do weirdly with Oren's back. Was the moment of Morwen and Oren in the cave where Oren asked Morwen for help with it. Just the moment of them like coming together and sharing a really incredible moment, and him sharing kind of that secret of what's going on with his back and in his mind regarding that, and Morwen sharing some really cool moments. I thought it was just really impactful and really deep, and a really cool healing moment from both sides. So yeah.
That was cool. Yeah. Love that. Oh, see, such tender moments. Nice to reminisce. I'm curious if the chat, what was your favorite moment so far? Goodness gracious. Let's earn some demerits. Why don't we? You know what? Thank you for asking. I'll share with you my favorite moments.
Good. We were about to.
I have to say, I don't know about favorite moment, because I agree. But episode 9, I have to say, was full. And if you haven't watched episode 9, it was one of the, I think the coolest things that we did in going back and talking about the past, and just the way that, the story flowed. And I just loved each and every one of these characters' backstories. They're so tragic, except for Morwen's is so nice. Anyways, it was I think out of all the episodes, it was the most fun. So favorite moment, I can't. I'm the emperor of games. How can I choose a favorite moment? I'll name an episode though. Yeah. Episode 9, definitely up there as my fave. Which leaves a high bar for episode 11. And before we get into episode 11, let's go to Sarah. Sarah, what's happening in the social medias? What can the people see on the Instagrams?
Well, right now we are introducing each of the players. We're doing a new spotlight each week. We have spotlit our GM, Mr. Tone, Mr. Bone. We have spotlit Ree, and today we spotlit me. And I am very glad that 𝐲𝐤𝙣𝙤 wrote the caption for me, because it's weird writing a caption about yourself.
It was awesome. They look so good.
Thank
my
you.
gosh.
And
Well
𝐲𝐤𝙣𝙤 has
done.
been killing it with the graphics.
Ah,
And we've been doing little spotlights on each character. With Tone, we spotlit the world with reels.
so good.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
I have to say, I never pointed out, but here behind me is a graphic done by our dear 𝐲𝐤𝙣𝙤, and it just, again, Remorum and all the different. There's writing on this, and you can read it. I don't know if you can read it, but there's stories there.
And
It's so
I
good.
tried. I zoomed in.
You can?
No.
Maybe we'll post it in the social medias.
I was very
You
sad.
probably
I
would.
tried to zoom in, and I was like, "Aw."
Yeah.
Full articles to come on the Patreon eventually.
Yeah.
Yes. But I have to say, if you haven't watched us on the YouTubes, we have the combination of the Ree art, which is all the art by Ree, and the 𝐲𝐤𝙣𝙤 graphics, K graphics. I don't know if that name is taken, but there's potential there. And the combination just goes so well. So if you haven't seen the YouTube's video, it's a new experience because of all the added stuff, the added content. We hope you enjoy it. But now that's enough about us. Let's get back to this story. Would you say that our episodes have been electrifying?
Oh God.
Is that good? Okay, anyways, back to the story.
Are we gonna get electrocuted?
There's no foreshadowing here.
It's Grease Lightning.
Last time on Mortal Rolls, our determined heroes continue to press forward below the depths of Remorum. There, Johnny unveils a nefarious plot against the farmers, while Farron still keeps her secrets close. At the crossroads, three paths beckon, one tinged with sweet arcane smell, one with an earthy tone, and the last with the smell of smoke. Sabine ventures forth towards the sweet smell that called to something deep inside her, only to discover a heart adorned with a flower that began to pulsate to life at the touch of Morwen. Echoes of Tartarus flood their minds, stirring memories, even an unnerving familiarity, as if it were home. However, it was the screams of the mistress, or Zabel, as it was revealed on episode 10, that bring the party back to reality. And that's where we start our episode, as you all have been standing around holding a pulsating heart in your hands. And I believe, Eve, do you still are you still holding this heart? I can't remember. It was hot potato for a moment. And the heart.
She's still holding it. It was she's holding it. She's just holding it and staring into the middle distance.
Yeah. There was quite a reveal, actually. You know it's bad when you roll a society roll when you're holding a heart. And I think those memories still probably plague Eve's mind.
Yup.
Yeah, they do.
That said, what do you guys do? As down the chamber, you can feel a crisp, cold air rush through, as if you're in Chicago in the wintertime, with the smell and the cry of the mistress screaming. Ah!
Sabine runs. Full tilt. Runs.
Okay. You go down.
Yep.
With the gate. Everyone.
Yep.
what
Following.
Sabine runs.
Looking for a place to put the human heart that's beating with the flower growing out of it.
Throw it in the bag.
If there's a bag, then yeah, I put it in. If there's a bag, sure.
Morwen has her
I'm
bag.
standing right there, and I have a satchel.
And
Okay,
Sabine's
Morwen,
not there.
Would you mind if we just put this in there? And yes, we should get going.
Don't mind me putting a
The
bean in
bag
her.
open for you.
Heart goes in. A little bit of the juices kind of float around. No Ziplocs back in the day. No Ziploc.
Maybe we'll pull Sabine and pull off part of her dress to like wrap the heart in.
Oh,
It's fine. There's lots of weird stuff in there.
Gross.
Let's do a
Okay.
Morwen, what's in your bag episode next.
That's right. Sabine, you run down the cavern tunnel. Morwen, Eve, you take care of the heart, putting it in the satchel. What do you do next after that's done?
Running towards.
As well, continuing on.
Yeah.
Okay. Oren, what does Oren do?
Oh, Oren took off. Absolutely. He
Okay.
went running towards the screen.
In
Oh
the
no!
opposite
I'm on the way! What?
You're right.
No,
Chomsky
Oren runs
follows.
towards. Of course. Chomsky is like always at Oren and Sabine's side.
Okay. Farron kind of pauses and then begins to follow. And as you're running down the cavern tunnel, you see the images and reflections of just the blue bioluminescence from not only the fungi and the glowworms, but of other images just passing as you're running. Sabine, you're first.
Yeah. What
You
is
come to the edge of this cavern as it begins to open up into a brand new area, one much larger than you've seen before. In fact, as you run this, where the walls that glisten with that blue energy, that ghostly light, disappear. It's as if it ends as you exit out of the cavern tunnel. There, immediately, you see one mistress kneeling, almost huddling, holding herself as you come into an area that now you can see as you walk towards her, the place that you arrived. Roll a perception check just to see what you notice. Next would be Morwen and I imagine Eve, Oren, possibly, depending on how you guys ran. You all seem to arrive at the same time. Farron follows.
Could I? Oh, that was terrible. Could I possibly also do a planar rift check?
Okay.
Well, to
So-
see why the blue light.
You rolled an 11.
Don't.
Okay. You just a couple meters ahead, you see that the mistress is again sort of clutching herself, standing at what looks to be as if it used to be stairs that kind of go down at the edge of this, like a slight cliff. It seems like this area itself is much different. Yeah, you do a lower planar rift and you take a look around, and now is that what you wanted to do?
I wanted to go up to her and just kind of, while I'm looking around to make sure that all is perfectly fine, she will just bend down and just, Mistress, Zabel. Zabel. Are you alright?
She looks at you, clutching her stomach. You can see that there's blood.
What happened?
Johnny ran. When you guys left, he came back from, and you came with that heart and flower. He took off. He didn't notice. He took chase after him, thinking that he would leave. I'm sorry. I tried to do. I tried to do what had to be done, but he was too quick for me. I'm growing too old, and I tried to stop him.
It's
But
alright.
he stepped down the stairs, and the stairs they collapsed, and there you see her pointing down. And then as your eyes go, and you can see that there's stairs going down further into this now cavern opening that you now realize is more than just a cavern. It looks to be as if you are inside a somehow ancient and sacred location. This, as you roll your planar rift lore, immediately you get the sense that this is a temple. Something inside you screams at you, a temple. But there's something so odd about this location, as something doesn't feel quite right. But below you see that the stairs have crumbled, and Johnny is down below in amongst this rock. And you're not quite sure from the distance that you are, but based on your perception, you don't know whether or not he's alive or not, but he is fallen down below. The drop itself is about 20 feet. But it seems that as it looked like, as if the mistress, if she's speaking the truth, the stairs would have collapsed, and he's in amongst the rubble.
Right. I shall rip part of the dress off at the bottom and go and just gently press on her stomach and just Morwen.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
And she's trying to stop.
And I
the
just
blood.
like shove Elixir of Life Minor like into Zabel's mouth. I'm like, drink.
Yeah. Okay. And what happens as you feed her?
Gains 1d6 hit points, so 5. You can
okay.
Healing to her. And gains 1 item bonus to saving throws against diseases and poisons for 10 minutes. You can drag and drop that effect over onto her token if you're in a map.
Nice. That's all awesome for a healing potion. That's really cool.
For a minor healing potion for somebody who is level 3 to craft, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so 5 healing. I'm just gonna add that in.
How is she looking?
Was helpful.
She
She begins to hold her stomach, and as the liquid goes down her mouth, you can see a little bit kind of spill over out of her mouth. She looks at you with her eyes of intensity, but then as she drinks and begins to feel the feeling in her stomach begin to change, the pain going away, her eyes relax, and that intensity begins to dissipate, as if you are seeing now someone saying thank you with their eyes.
She would also, I don't know if we have time, because this takes 10 minutes, but she would start treating her wounds.
Okay. Yeah. You can certainly take that 10 minutes.
Okay. So I roll nature And
Can I do anything, Morwen? Do you need help at all?
I think that this bandage that you made from your dress is perfect. Thank you so much. Just for future reference, I do have band-aids in my bag, so, I mean, unless you want to keep ripping your dress, we can use my band-aids too. It's okay if you want to keep ripping your dress, though. That's fine.
I'm okay with that too.
But you were just so far away, and there was so much blood leaking from her wound.
That was really, really good, quick thinking. Thank you so much. That was very helpful, Sabine.
Eve, Oren, as this is going around, you enter into this area. What will you two be doing?
I mean, she would go up and see if there's anything that she could do, I think, at first. But then seeing that there wasn't, she would start to investigate the area herself.
Okay.
And it might be a good use for her spell in order to see things that happened, because this is something that just happened.
Hell yeah.
So I know that for a fact that it's within the week's time.
For the folks at home, there's a spell that I think gave you about a month to play around with. And last episode, and what happened was much older, but this is quite appropriate. Well done.
Okay, so sorry, if before you continue, I used a hero point to re-roll my nature check.
Okay.
And I rolled an 18. So usually the medicine check is 15. So that's in treat wounds.
Yep. That's successful. Yeah.
So if I succeed my check, okay, hang on. The target regains 4d8 hit points, and the success is they regain 2d8.
Okay.
So I'll just roll that, and then sorry for interrupting. Eve, you can continue.
There we go. Okay. Wowzers. Plus 15.
That was perfect. Good job,
man. Perfect. Okay. And that healing takes place, and she again, her that awkwardness, that mutual dislike seems to relax as you begin to treat her, giving Eve a great opportunity to use her ability to try and find out what happened. Eve, what do you touch in order to figure?
I think she would ask, like, what happened first? And if presuming that the mistress gave like the same.
She did. Yeah. She said the same.
Yeah. She would go and touch. Well, because the stairs are what crumbled. She'll go and touch like a piece of that.
She'll touch the. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. You go and you touch it, and you're just using it regular because the heightened only gives you more
that gives
time.
Me a month. I don't need to use it heightened. I'm just.
You don't need to because this just happened. All right. So you place a hand on an object to learn a piece of information about an emotional event that occurred involving an object within the past week, and that's so you go to the stairs, you touch it. And as you focus in, you can feel just the glow of your stone just kind of vibrate as all of a sudden visions within your head of what happened in moments past. Your mouth, as you use this spell, has a bit of like a burning sensation, as if you've just eaten some hot sauce, as that is just kind of tingling in your tongue. And what you see is in the perspective of Johnny. So first person view, you can see that he is turned around, looking, and first it's almost like a scan of the temple. You can see his eyes kind of dart around, and while you are watching this vision, you are noticing stuff that you did not pick up on when you first arrived, given the scene. So you're seeing him look at an altar. There seems to be some sort of ritual circle with candles. In fact, by the stairs, there seems to be 2 candles lit. And as stopping, turns around, and there sees the mistress.
What's
The
she doing?
mistress whispers to him, "I'm so sorry, but you cannot be allowed to say anything. And I know that you were lying to Sabine when you said that you would not go home. And you will throw all of this for naught. And for this, I deeply apologize." As she pushes him off the stairs that are already crumbled, down below, and as the perspective of falling, you can see the mistress then with a blade stab herself, pull it out, throw the blade down. As all of a sudden hitting the ground, it goes black, and you're brought back to reality.
Looking around, turning around, is there still, are there candles? Is there still any of that ritual circle?
Yes, go ahead and roll now a perception, and I will give you a circumstance bonus of +2 with this, given the fact that you're sort of already familiar. However, the lighting is dim light setting, so therefore you weren't able to get the +4. Okay.
And how many hero points do we get? We get 1 hero.
Before you start spending hero point, you can absolutely spend the hero point if you want. But with that 11, you can certainly begin to see the things that you saw through Johnny's eyes. You can see now the ritual circle. You can see the altar. But then your eyes catch what's all at the end of this chamber. And that is a giant statue that looks to be destroyed, and it looks as if the head has been broken off. You can't make out whose head it was. But that is ultimately kind of what captures your attention as you're peering around.
Okay. And are there any other features of the statue that are left intact that would be identifying it?
Looking at down below, like where you're kind of looking where the altar is, you kind of see that there are still kind of rocks around, and you can suspect that if the head has dropped, it's a large statue, and the head itself is large. You can sort of determine that it possibly is laying at the feet of this statue.
She'll go and immediately go over to investigate that.
Okay. All right. Eve. This is your perspective as you walk down.
Oh, the fire.
That's what you see.
so
Walking down.
cool. That is
As
so cool.
As you climb down the stairs, you kind of realize that there's just it. You can do an athletics jump as you roll down, just as you kind of jump to the next step. Go ahead and
Okay.
Johnny laying down on the rubble, but you seem fixated on the altar, and you almost are almost drawn to it. Now, as you get closer, you seem to be drawn to this. So what did you roll?
Athletics. I'm getting to that. It's an 18. Why did I roll better on my athletics check than I did on my perception check, where I have a +9? It's fine.
So you making that leap, like that perspective that you did, yeah, you make it without any damage. You're able to just jump right across. You walk down. You're walking down the path, and you see the pews all lined up. And as you're walking down, as these torches are lit, you sort of kind of clue in your head that this is the smell of the smoke that perhaps you were smelling down the cavern, pulling you towards this place. Get close to this circle, and it seems to be ornated again with these blue candles and these bone-like structures all around. You can see that something is scribbled in around the circle, but your eyes go to this broken altar, and moving closer, you can see again this statue. But what throws you off as well is that you see 3 bodies sitting at the front. 2 on one side, 1 on the other.
Are there 3 heads on the ground, or is there just 1?
Bodies, they seem to be intact. They seem to be wearing some sort of sackcloth. You're not quite sure from the distance that you are. But as you get closer to the altar, you can see that there seems to be a head that is behind the altar that you would have to walk up to kind of see, as the angle of the face is being blocked.
Okay. She'll do that. She'll walk, and she's just trying to take in every detail of this for anything that is at all familiar to her, anything that strikes a memory, and also, is Johnny awake? Is he?
As you stop, kind of midway down the pews, heading towards the statue altar, you start to think about Johnny laying on the rubble of these broken stairs. Now, the mistress did say that the stairs crumbled below his feet, and he is laying atop of it. His status is currently unknown, as he's not moving. But he's just laying on his back 20 feet down below, in amongst this rubble. What else? What's happening as you see Eve kind of walk down, you see her touch, and then all of a sudden she just sort of stands and does what she did without any sort of explanation. What are you all doing? I guess Mormon is focused in on healing the mistress. That takes about 10 minutes.
I think, Oren would have immediately looked for Johnny and run to him and seen where he is and if he's okay. And Johnny, are you okay? Are you alive?
Are you calling up?
If you're up top and you're calling down, you get no response. But as seeing Eve, as she jumps down, you know that you could jump down to the step. It's, again, you have to make an athletics roll.
I'm going to climb down. I'm coming, Johnny. Just wait. Just 2 seconds.
I'm close. I'm so close.
I just need to roll
If it's a
thing
1,
really quick.
that would be hilarious.
I've never wanted to fail a roll more for some reason.
Is your shirt?
Athletics?
Yeah.
Athletics. I'm just waiting in anticipation of this roll.
No! Not today, Satan.
That's a natty 20.
This is your first.
That's not a.
That's my first natty 20 of the whole
Wait,
And it
campaign.
was when you said I want to fail the roll.
Yeah.
Everybody, give Owen some love. He usually rolls
This is
ones.
my shirt that I wore today, so obviously I'm not gonna get many fails.
Curse confirmed.
Amazing.
Wild.
Yeah, you're with a hop, skip, and a jump. You're able just to go down just so easily, and in fact, you kind of do the Spider-Man land as you're there, right by the superhero landing, right by Johnny. Johnny is laying on his back. His eyes are closed. His mouth is sort of open, like So yeah, you're free to do whatever check you want.
Johnny, you okay? I'm just gonna roll him over and I don't know first aid. I'm gonna maybe open his jaw and like grab his tongue and wiggle it and see if he's alive.
Yep.
Okay.
This is probably how it's done.
I thought you were gonna grab his jaw and then touch his.
Roll a medicine with a -2 penalty.
You're gonna kill him.
Roll a one. Roll a one. Roll a one. Roll a one. Everyone chant. Roll a one. Roll a one.
Oh no!
Yeah, you're getting no response. Not the response that you were probably anticipating.
Not even
And
over.
as the redacted class, you can officially declare someone dead, and it's one of your things. So you're unsure at this point. Your check is not helping you.
Guys, Johnny's dead. I'm pretty sure.
Hearing this, Eve will change course. She'll kind of like look back at the statue and like sigh, go back to where Johnny.
Damn it.
There's
Johnny.
no pulse in his tongue. I think there's supposed to be a pulse in his tongue, right?
Are you touching his tongue?
Isn't that how you check to see if he's alive?
He was just gonna like feel for like pulse, probably just like listen to like
Listens for a heartbeat.
Listen for a heartbeat. Absolutely, running through. The thing about Eve, I would say, you probably learned a little bit of first aid in keeping your guests alive. You had to also help and assist in ensuring that they were alive. As sometimes guests, as funny as they are, tend to play dead, and you learned of ways to kind of figure that out. So I will give you a +2 bonus as you do your medicine check, as you check for a heartbeat.
Not in his tongue.
And for those joining us, Eve, if you haven't watched episode 9, you can find a little bit more about Eve's backstory in terms of her life in the mansion or life with Trick. You rolled an 11. Yeah, you know what? You're doing the right things. But it's very faint. Whatever you hear, but it's faint. Like things are fading fast, and you're not quite,
So
quite how bad.
I'm going to use a spell called Endure. So
Okay.
while I'm touching him, it invigorates the creature's mind and urges it to press on, granting 5 temporary hit points.
Same.
God.
You can touch me and reinvigorate me.
Isn't that what we did last episode with the goat salve?
Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I think after Johnny hears that, he
Just kind of like,
just
No, there's really no pulse in his tongue.
reviving this guy. It's official.
Whatever.
He's out.
He just starts laughing.
Wave let go of my tongue now. You go, yeah, you
Deploy the time
invigorate.
all time.
Definitely still holding it.
You can let go now.
Oh, okay.
And quiet.
You're going into Johnny's mind now. You're invigorating it. Inside, you see it's almost as if you're peering inside this dying man's thoughts. And his thoughts are to his family. And you can see that he's already kind of thinking, going through the different stages of life and just sort of remembering his child and his wife and the lands, and just you see these things kind of flooding your mind. What do you do to help invigorate him to come back?
Johnny, you can hear me. See that you're thinking of your family. There are people who need you, who are depending on you. Don't let go. Hold on just a little bit longer.
And you hear in your mind Johnny speaking to you as if saying, but she said that why I would make this all for naught. Would she not just kill me again?
You're going to stay quiet and pretend to be dead, but you are going to live. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good.
And he accepts the 5 temporary hit points.
And Eve then is going to, as she comes out of that, lean over to Oren and whisper, 𝘼𝐵 can't know he's alive.
Okay. Wait. Okay.
Most dead, not full dead. That's the difference.
There's no pulse in his tongue, but it's okay. Okay.
That's you don't need
distractions.
to touch someone's tongue. We'll talk about that later.
It's okay. I'm really good at distractions. I can do this. I'm not good at this.
And I need you to get Morwen down here and distract 𝘼𝐵 while you do it.
Okay, I can do that. I'm gonna pull out my lute and just strike a chord and play message. And I'm gonna in my mind I'm gonna say, hey, I guess I don't need to whisper because I'm in your mind. We need you to come down here, and Eve needs your help, and then but don't let 𝘼𝐵 know. And then he's gonna stand up and he's gonna walk over towards the statue and he's gonna say, hey, Mistress Lady 𝘼𝐵,
Bring it over here. Bring it over
can
here.
you what is this statue all the way over here that's way far away from
You're bringing her towards you.
well, the statue, he's away from the statue, right?
He's towards the statue.
So he's between the statue and 𝘼𝐵.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So
I won't do that. I thought he was kind of on a different edge. Okay.
75 feet away from the statue is from where you guys are at. Walking down the cavern. The statue is large. Like it is, like a good 50 feet high. Like it is a big one.
But
I might
we're sorry.
bring her past us, towards the statue, and then she'll be way far away, but she'll be distracted by the statue. Is that good?
Question. My thought is, now we are behind, we had to jump over a ledge kind of to get to where we are. So my thought is that we have some like cover right now.
Well, let me show you the map. And
Great,
then
that would be helpful.
Yep.
that way you can imagine. With the power of imagination, you can look at the map and see where you are.
Love it.
Imagination.
Damn, Tone? Are we doing music with Tone now?
Fun
Oh,
with
yeah.
Tone. Fun with Tone. Everybody loves fun with Tone.
Boom, boom.
Tone
Boom,
Bone!
boom.
That's my favorite part.
We will never forget the Fun with Tone song.
Nope.
I love it so much.
That's amazing.
The tone bone at the end is my favorite.
I do have a question.
Bone.
Would
Imagination. Yeah.
Would Orin have ever
Go ahead.
messaged Morwen in this way?
Mm-hmm. In the prison.
Yeah, we did in the prison.
Okay,
You heard it. Yeah.
that's right.
But you might have forgot, and maybe it throws you off. So,
I think she would just be like,
yeah.
okay, out loud.
The Mr. Zabel kind of looks at you. I'm sorry?
You're okay. You're gonna be okay.
I'm feeling okay. Thank you. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
Can you see the map?
Yes. It is.
Roll a deception. I think that we need a
Oh
deception
my
roll
gosh, Morwen.
Deception?
here. Yeah.
Okay.
Because everything is not okay.
16.
All right. She says to you, yeah, good. I'm glad. Thank you, dear.
I'm glad you're gonna be okay too.
And she doesn't say anything more with that. Great. And you can see that he's sort of, just sort of laying there. He's on the rubble. You guys are sitting beside him, and you can see that 75 feet away is where the statue is. You can see that the pews are there, like ahead. Like you see what you see. So in terms of hiding him, like where you are, you're sort of in the open right now.
Okay.
To hide him, you would have to find a different location.
Okay, then I'll let Orin do his thing and bring her to the statue. I'll just say to him, just bring her to the other side.
Hi. I think it's easier. Zabel, I think it's easier if you go down over this way. That is over to the side. Probably like over here somewhere, I bet. Oh, trying to take too many people. Like maybe. Oh, I can't. Oh, there we go. Like over here, and then I can make sure that you get down safely because you're old and frail.
That wasn't very nice, Orin.
Well, I mean, like, she's probably not used to her body not being able to do everything she wants since this has happened really rapidly for her. And so I want to make sure that I help her out.
Alright. She was just stabbed.
Yeah.
Be nice.
So you say this to the mistress and to walk this way. Is anyone going with her? Or are you trying to convince her to just walk that way?
Sabine well.
Yeah, Sabine, you okay? Yeah. So mistress is like there's possibly some wisdom in that for sure. I'm quite frail now. I'm feeling much better, thank you. Yes, I think I should be fine.
I'd love to.
The dog, Chomsky, is Rupert Chomsky, is sort of just kind of whining as he's looking down below.
Come on, Rupee, you can come over here too, and I'll catch you. Come on, boy.
Here comes athletics.
Here comes the boy.
Is Morwen coming down by?
Morwen is waiting until the mistress walks away a little bit, and then she'll come down.
Oh, yay! Rupert just like, woo! Jumps right to you.
We can too.
And Sabine, the mistress will follow you as you walk down.
I think Oren was suggesting they go like over this way.
Yeah, over to the front.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so Sabine, you walk towards there, and
So
where Oren is, and
Rupert,
she would follow you.
Rupert didn't jump down by Oren. He jumped down.
Oh, I see. Yeah, gotcha. There you go. He jumped down. Perfect. Yeah, and Sabine, you guys are walking towards that direction. Then you would come across like this scene here. As you start making your way across, you can kind of see like there's a plank of wood leaving a gap. Obviously, kind of down below, you can see kind of the rockiness. Now, it's a 20-foot drop, and you can certainly try and get down, but if you were leading the mistress, you would have to cross this bridge in order to get to the other side. Otherwise, you'd be trying to get her down. So,
all right. Zabel. I can go first if you'd like to make sure it's stable.
okay, dear. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You don't fall. All right. And then she goes and tries to walk over the bridge thing, the wood. She's gonna like tap it with her footsie. Doop doop doop.
Just a little tappity tap, just to see how things are.
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll like a acrobatics. You're gonna have to roll an acrobatics to balance upon this plank of wood.
All right.
DC's not hard. It's just a
Athletics?
15. Yeah, it's acrobatics.
Okay.
As you're trying to maintain your balance.
You know what? That was all right. That was a 20. Freaking a 4, y'all.
Yeah. Okay. Done. You make it across as you're walking through, and you found the right rhythm. You found the right rhythm, and you're able to make it across. The mistress kind of looks and says, "It's secure."
I mean,
how are we going to get down? Where are we walking? Towards the back?
That's what Oren said. Right, Oren?
I hope so. Is there anywhere like over there that's a little bit lower and easier to get down from?
It's 20 feet all the way across. Taking a look at it, you can see that it's just carved. Like you're in what looks to, as you're looking around, it's an old temple. You're standing in the ruins of a temple, and you kind of realize that this place is not as well kept. It's something as like that is, was much nicer back in the day, and you can see how this is not like a natural cavern. You can see how it's sort of carved out. But long gone are the beautiful, temples, workings, and craftsmanship, and you're left with pillars and just ancient. It looks very old, and now there's this plank of wood that's walking across.
Perhaps being up high would be better for your eyes, right? Because your eyes are in your head.
Thank you, Sabine.
Yep.
I appreciate and I trust you implicitly. So far, you have not done me any wrong, and I am so grateful for you. Now, as I walk across this plank, with your love and trust guiding me, as oh, she falls down below
Am I trying to catch her?
into the rocks, but she rolls a 2.
Oh, can I try to catch her?
You can't catch her. You're on the other side.
True. She'll just make the gesture to try and catch her.
Can I try to catch her?
Yeah.
Since I'm down below?
Wait, you're down below?
You know
Yeah,
what?
I'm
You can
down
roll
below.
a dexterity. You can roll a dexterity to see how quickly. A reflex save to see how quickly you can react to trying to assist. The DC is 18. I'm just gonna roll
Why are you down below? Why aren't we up high?
Because I jumped down over on the other side, and I was trying to distract everyone.
Yeah, you had the dog. She was walking. Wait, right.
Okay.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
yeah. As you rush over, as she's falling, and you're able to catch her, and with the DC being 15, and you're able to react and catch her, that she looks at you is like, oh my savior, thank you. Yeah, that was a close one.
I'm so cool.
All right, mistress. Calm down. Keep it in your pants.
I mean, can you blame her?
That
was pretty cool.
That was a case 2 moment.
Nothing about your eyes that look so familiar that remind me of. And then she just sort of stops. Sorry. I'm babbling.
Reminds you of who?
Reminds you of who?
And with that, she's down below with Oren and Sabine. You were across the plank of wood. We're gonna go right there.
That's one way to get down.
Now, Eve, you're down below with Johnny. Morwen, they are now over there. What is Morwen? What are you doing?
Morwen would go down. I guess she'd jump down to be beside Johnny.
I will allow you to do a perception roll with a -2 because I'm giving you this opportunity as you prepare to jump down.
Excellent. Love that for me.
Hey.
22.
And that's with a -2?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, 22. Not too shabby. Yeah, as you go and prepare to jump down, you're kind of eyeing it, and then you're kind of seeing everything happening on the other side, and then it sort of clues into you about Farron, and you just kind of turn around just to kind of, just almost like a natural reaction, checking behind you, and you notice that she is still in the cavern, as if there's a barrier. Like, I shouldn't say barrier, no. It's as if there's a line where the cavern with the glistening walls ends and where the temple begins. And she is standing still in the cavern and has not entered where you guys are.
Huh. Morwen would turn back and look at her and say, Farron, are you going to come with us?
She looks at you with her black, solid eyes. As if, like when a kitty cat is kind of looking at you with its eyes kind of wide and, like just a little bit like sadness. They almost seem like really big, Solid black eyes wide, looking at you as if with emotion. She says, I don't know if I can. I'm sorry. My journey may end here.
I think Morwen would walk over to her and hold out her hand and just say, let's go together.
You don't know this place, do you? You don't know what it means to my people.
Well, no, I don't really know a whole lot about these caverns. Is this a bad place?
She looks down. She looks up at you again with these solid black eyes, as if now sort of welling with a sort of emotion, as if tears are about to flow from them. This is the temple of the goddess of the harvest. This is the goddess that harvested my people during the battle of the Empire. This is her temple, as if it's been placed here mocking us. I do not know if I can enter this place.
I think Morwen would just hug and she would say, I'm so sorry. That was really insensitive of me. You don't have to come with us, but there's somebody that I need to help.
Roll a diplomacy. And you can roll with I'll give you a +2 to this roll. And she says to you, I just need to stop and just think here for just a minute, please.
I'm just going to use another one of my hero points and roll it again.
Oh, because you had two hero points. Yes, you did.
Now I have 0.
Hell yeah. Because every freaking time when it comes to this girl, we roll like shite.
Yeah. And I want to do right by this freaking elf.
Yeah, the girl we forget about. Hell
That's
yeah,
better.
Morwen.
Modified 20.
Hell yeah.
Much better.
It comes through. Oh my gosh. Somehow in some altered timeline, she doesn't follow and she stays behind. But yet, in this one, she grabs and takes your hand. Thank you. As she steps now into the temple of the goddess of the harvest. What would you like to do?
Baron, you only have to go as far as you want to go. I won't make you do anything you don't want to do.
I want to get out of here just as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Please.
In order to do that, I think we have to go through this temple.
He sort of scans and looks. And she sort of points to the side. There. I think the exit is there. Do you see it with the torches? We just need to get there.
Hey, I'm going to go help Eve. I think she needs help. Oren said that she needed help. So I'm going to go do that. Do you want to come with me?
I will go towards where Sabine is. I do not want to set foot down below.
Okay.
If that is, and she's just very kind of nervous now. Kind of, you have not seen Farron act this way. Farron has been very tough throughout, while very distant. But her reaction to being in this location is, you can tell that she is completely vulnerable. She feels very vulnerable, and she's not hiding it. And so she looks towards Sabine and says, I would rather just stay above.
Okay.
And with that, she sort of walks towards that way, leaving you, Morwen, at the stairs.
Before she left, Morwen would like squeeze her hand and be like, "You're gonna be okay." And then she'd let go and let her walk away.
And she says it with a sincerity that you have not heard or felt before. And she walks away from you. Morwen. Eve has not heard the name of this temple. You heard the name of this temple.
Would that have sparked anything in Mormon's memory?
You would definitely you can roll a society roll here to see what knowledge you have of the goddess of the harvest.
Not occultism?
You can do occultism or occultism, sure.
Okay. Oh, 11.
Should have went with the society roll.
I mean, my society bonus is much lower, so.
I'm just kidding. I think with all the emotion of the circumstance. However, you do know that the goddess of the harvest, his name is Mara.
Okay.
The goddess Mara, because she is the goddess of agriculture. This is basic knowledge. And you would have had that information.
Okay. And then I have to jump down to get to where Johnny is.
Yeah, athletics roll.
Okay.
Rolling so well, this is probably going to go fine.
This is going to go great.
Oh! It was
Roll
so
2D.
close to being a 15. It like stopped and then it was like, and then rolled to a 5. So I got a 6.
I'm
I
sorry.
hate it when it does that. It's so annoying.
Can I try to catch her?
Yeah. Roll a reflex save.
Or at least like lessen the blow of falling.
As you're falling towards Johnny, you'll have a soft landing. Let's see if you
11?
You know what, you sort of reached out, and the angle where Johnny is, you're unable. And Morrowind, you land and slip, and you sort of slip and sort of twist your ankle a bit on your landing. You take 15 points of falling damage as you slip and fall onto the rubble below.
Okay. Eve, what seems to be the problem?
Oh no, Morwen, are you?
I'm great. What's the problem?
She'll go over and like help Morwen up and say, kind of like help her stand and everything, and just right. So I have do you have more of those healing potions?
I do. Do you need one?
It's not for me.
Oh,
But I need you to be quiet.
Okay.
And I look over towards Johnny, and then I whisper to Morwen, he is alive.
Johnny 5 is alive! Sorry.
Goes through the chamber.
He's alive, but you need to, we need to be quiet about it. We can't let Zabel know that he is alive.
So are we just gonna leave him here?
I haven't figured out that part yet.
Okay.
For now, we need to heal him, and we need to do it in secret.
I'm just gonna treat his wounds instead of using my potion.
Of course. I would suggest that you use that potion on yourself then, because it does seem like you took quite a fall.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, though.
I will cover. I'll cover you.
Roll stealth.
Natural stealth.
Yeah, to administer in secret.
Can she get a bonus because I am covering?
You know, if you're angling yourself, you can get a +4 onto this because as you're sort of adjusting.
And because I'm currently still cradling the mistress like a baby.
True, homegirl just fell.
Making it now.
Oh!
We're staring into each other's eyes lovingly.
I rolled a 16.
That's good.
Okay.
I had a plus 11. It should have been a lot better.
Oh.
You administer it, and you know, you don't know whether or not there was anything. Oren, the mistress, is kind of looking at you, sort of looking around. Doesn't necessarily.
I rolled a
Doesn't
10
necessarily.
to heal him, so that doesn't pass for the treat wounds.
He's sort of. You notice that his tongue is a little swollen for some reason, and as you administer the liquid into his mouth, it's not.
I didn't put liquid in his mouth. I didn't do the elixir. I was just doing the natural medicine.
Okay, yeah. You realize that if you were going to do the medicine and flip him over, moving him. Given his circumstance, you're not quite sure if moving him would be wise.
Okay.
So you're not able to fully heal him.
Okay. In that case, then she would give him an elixir of life. So he heals 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Begins to choke a little bit.
He heals 2, and he gets a +1 bonus to saving throws against diseases and poisons for 10 minutes.
Oh, nice. Okay. So yeah, and you know what? He's
drag that the effect that says Elixir of Life Minor onto his token.
Oh,
the swelling in his tongue just goes down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You can see it like all of a sudden it was getting bigger and bigger, but then it begins to and you see like him take a little bit easier breath now. What you did helped.
Okay. That's about all I can do for him. I'm kind of running out of things that I can use in this cave. I need to get above ground and get some fresh herbs and things. But he should be able to at least get out of this cavern unless anything else happens to him.
Thank you.
Johnny, I think that we have to leave you here, and you're going to have to find your way out on your own.
Is there a map? How will I find my way? Did you get the map for me?
I don't have a map.
The mistress has one.
The mistress is guiding us, but
Is there, you can make a trail for me?
Yes.
did you say that the mistress did something to Johnny?
I know that she did.
She said that the stairs collapsed. Johnny, what happened?
At this point, Orin, the mistress, you can see she say to you, "They're certainly by that. How is Johnny alive? Why are they still with the body, Orin?"
Right.
And
I don't know. I tried to feel a pulse in his tongue, and I couldn't feel anything. And I don't know if he's okay or not. But they're, I don't know. I think they're trying to help him, but I don't know. But I do have a question. I wanted to go look over at this statue. Can you show me? And also, while you're up there, Sabine, I think that maybe this is a little too high up, but since you've already crossed that thingy, I wonder if you should go around, because it looks like it still goes around up there.
All right.
But be careful!
You too, Orin. And Sabine will walk around. Sabine can see the girls, right?
looking back, yeah, you can still see them. Orin, you're there with the mistress. You're down below. Sabine, you're up at the top. Morrowind and Eve, you're just at the beginning of this temple. You were, down the pathway. Orin, the mistress, kind of looks at you, and you'll need to sort of persuade her. You get the sense that she doesn't necessarily want to follow you. She seems very interested in terms of looking at Morrowind and Eve. So you can certainly roll a diplomacy, which I think for your redacted class is a performance. What a mystery you are.
Isabel,
It's
what is this structure? Is it a lady? Why is her head cut off?
we need to go around to the exit over there.
That's a 28.
And so yeah, and some reason she seems mesmerized by Orin as you convince her, and almost kind of as she says, "We need to go to the exit over there," and it's as if her eyes meet your eyes, Orin, and just for a moment, this glimpse of this woman seeing, and she's like, "Oh, what beautiful brown eyes you have."
Even though you've aged a lot, you haven't lost any of your beauty.
And she just sort of, yes, if you could help me, whatever you think is best, I feel safer with you.
I just need to use that incredible brain of yours. I was wondering if you could if we could go look at the statue and figure out why her head is off and maybe see what the hell this is.
I mean, yes, and perhaps the exit again is just up on that ridge over there.
Sure.
But yes, wherever you want to go.
Yeah, we'll get out of here. But I do want to just take a look at this first.
Sounds good. As you begin to walk, Morrowind, Eve, you see this going on as you guys are having the conversation and sort of look back and it's almost like a natural instinct that the mistress has been watching you, but you can see now Orin and the mistress move towards the altar. Sabine, you're up on the top, and if you're following, but as you get close now, as you walk towards Orin, you walk towards again, the bodies. You walk towards the ritual circle, and you walk towards the altar. Are you going straight to the altar?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, we'll go towards the altar first and see what's on the altar.
As you walk towards, and the mistress following, and you walk past the pews as you walk towards the ritual circle, you walk towards the altar. This is what you see.
Oh. Oh.
And you see the head broken off down below. You see that it is of a woman, obviously a goddess. And the altar in which it stands, you can see that there's a rock that has broken it in half. As you walk towards it and get as close as you have, you hear a voice call to you. But it's not just one voice. It's three voices calling from behind, saying the exact same thing. Oh, have you come to my temple? Everyone hears this voice as if it echoes into their ears. Immediately, 𝐼𝐼𝙣𝙣𝙤, your attention forgets about Johnny. It looks towards where Oren went, towards the statue, towards the three bodies that are now standing up. Sabine, you're looking down below. Eve, hearing this voice, I want you to roll a society roll.
Okay.
With a +2.
What exactly did she say? She said how, like, why are you in my temple?
Yeah.
Hmm.
17.
That voice sounds so familiar to you.
I want to use a hero point and reroll it if I can't put my finger on it.
It sounds so familiar. Not that it's not a voice that you heard at Trick. You did not hear this in the market. You want to see that face, the statue. It's like it's calling to you. You know that voice. You know the statue. All of this seems so familiar for some reason that you are drawn. You are drawn to it.
Reroll is a 22, and I think she will just stand up and go towards it. I think it's you said it's like calling her, so it's kind of hypnotic.
Yes. It's the voice. The voice.
Is it
Immediately in
familiar
mind.
to anyone else? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
We'll have to roll you guys can roll if you're hearing this voice. No, it for some reason it not. No, Sabine, you hear this voice. You're not quite sure. You'd have to do your own investigation. Morrowind, you know the temple in which you're in, and you're hearing this voice, and so you perhaps are thinking what you're thinking. But it's Eve that is affected by this. And Eve, you rolled a 22 now. And it's as if you walk. And everyone sees Eve do this. As you see the pews, you see the circle, It's as if you fall to your knees and you stop and you look up at the statue. You look back towards where the voices are coming from. The voices of the bodies are now speaking to you. The webbing that has been on them that would look like sackcloth, they now fall off. And you see the three magistrates that look as if they have been dead for quite some time. Undead, speaking in unison as their eyes are glowing yellow. And they now speak to you, Eve. Why have you come to my stops? Daughter. Rhea, is that you?
No, I don't know. I don't know who I am. Do you know who I am?
Yeah. Daughter, I have found you. I've been waiting. And you can see that these bodies, these the dead magistrates, the undead magistrates, are looking at you as they walk towards you, all walking as if in unison. They call you Neveria. However, the name does not feel right. You can roll a society roll on this as this
Okay.
voice.
It's 27.
You know that your name is not Neveria. You recognize this voice as Mara. And for some reason, you feel familiar with this voice and you know that it's Mara. But you know that you are not Neveria.
No, that's not, I can't, it's not right, that's not me, but I know you, you are Mara, aren't you? I know you, I know your voice. Do you know who I am?
No. What do you mean? My daughter, Neveria. Are you not Neveria?
It's not my name, I know. It doesn't feel. I don't know who I am, but I do. I'm not Neveria, no. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm sorry.
I want you to roll, actually with that society roll of, what did you roll, a 27? You know the name Neveria is referring to the goddess of new beginnings, the goddess of spring. You know she's calling you the name of a goddess. You know that Neveria is the daughter of Mara. This is all coming back to you as the more that she speaks to you through these three, the more your memories begin to flood in.
The goddess of spring. No, of you. It's not me. Before do I know you?
Come to my temple, wearing the face of my daughter. If it is not you, then it is only the one that is called the traitor. And you have caused this to me. Everyone roll initiative. And now we're just going to adjust the map to where everyone is at as we begin the initiative for this very first encounter with another god? Wowzers. So, Orin and the mistress, you were walking up. And the eeriness of these whispers ring through your head. Eve, as is in a trance, moves towards the altar at the ritual circle, hearing the voices behind, seeing the undead magistrates turn into now this ghoulish. They are undead and they are preparing for battle. Morwyn, you were doing a medicine check with Johnny, and you were putting, I believe, you said in the break. What were you doing?
So, as Eve was leaving, I think that Morwyn would have taken her blanket that she was sleeping with out of her pack and just like draped it over Johnny like a corpse, and she would have just been like, "Play dead," and kind of just said, "May Arcus be with you," and started following Eve.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, in that case then, let's roll initiative, everybody. Okay, here we go. We're just setting ourselves up in the FD-Foundry. And Baron is also in there as well. The mistress, forcibly, is in there as well. Rupert Chomsky is also in there as well. We're going to roll that. We're going to roll the mistress. We're going to roll Farron. We're going to roll Undead Typhus. We already rolled Undead Polynus. And of course, Undead Aldina. Now, just for the folks at home who are just joining us right now, the magistrates were very much alive in episode 2 as they were discussing at the forum. Yet, before them, the heroes right now, the magistrates are undead. And they, just off the look of it, they look like they've been undead for quite some time. We start with the undead Typhus. And the voices, the three, say, "Traitor!" as it moves up and attacks. Grabbing in its hand a scythe appears as it begins to strike. Does a 31 hit you? In that case, it's a critical. And I am so sorry. But that is 35 points of damage on that crit.
I'm out. I'm down. I'm rolling death saves.
Eve goes down. Eve, you see this creature with a scythe move up to you, eyes locked. You hear the words, it keeps on calling you, traitor, traitor. As the scythe hits you, bringing you down, as you begin to see blackness of the abyss, as you roll into unconsciousness, you remember your name. And as if it's the last words that you say, my name is... What do you say? And you pass out. And you're rolling, you have the death condition number 1. Okay. Moving on to the next turn. It is Aldina's turn. Adina moves up to the nearest target. It is the mistress. With a scythe in its hand. Just misses. The creature moved up for first action. Attack was the second action. It's going to make a second attack against the mistress. The second attack hits. And deals 8 points of damage onto the mistress. The scythe, glowing. These creatures were not holding scythes before. But as they began to attack, these scythes appear as if glowing, strikes in. The mistress dodges the first one. As it comes up for the second, strikes her into the shoulder as she moves back, taking damage. Now the second, Sabine, you see all of this. You see Eve, and you know that she is down.
Yep.
What do you do?
Oh, she's already in her quick shape form. Like, as soon as those sons of bitches started freaking spouting out their weird bullshit, she was already quick shape, like changing her shape already into her hybrid form. She is... Oh, okay. As soon as she sees the scythe come out and go to swing at Eve and hits her and goes down, she lets out the loudest scream and rages with it. So loud and powerful this scream emanates and shakes the walls beside her. And she runs and jumps and is running towards Eve and just jumps off of the ledge.
Athletics roll. Go for it.
Okay. Okay, what am I rolling for? Athletics?
You are rolling a jump off as you move towards.
Also, I haven't really been able to move my token, so I've just kind of been letting her chill.
Oh, you can't move your token?
I haven't really tried at all. Just kind of been letting her chill. But anyways, yeah, so she's gonna run and jump. Do I do athletics?
Yeah, you do roll in athletics. You can have a +4 in the circumstance bonus. Given the intensity of the situation, it's as if the adrenaline is rushing in you as you're raging, so you get a +4 to this roll.
Okay.
All you gotta do is beat a nice 15.
Are you? Okay, that wasn't that
You
bad.
beat a
It was
15. 16 does it. As you rush and jump. Yeah, go ahead. Can you move your token? Do you have control of it?
Yes. Give me 1 second to do that. Okay. This is my token. I don't know where my token is. I don't want to feel the vibe. Anyways, I don't know where my token is. It's hard to move it.
Oh, your token is over here.
Oh, is it? Is that me with the blue light?
Yeah, you're with the blue light.
Oh!
It's showing our turn order. It highlights whoever's turn it is. It's super cool.
I can't move my screen over. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, for those at home on the FD-Foundry, each of the heroes has their own unique spiral, and I try to get it as close as I can to the character's personality. We'll see how it works.
She was up on the ledge, like right here, watching it all go down. So she literally would have just jumped wherever Eve was.
Oh, you made your way around following Oren as they were walking. You were following. Okay, I'll allow that. You jump down. Okay, that's your one action, jumping. Now are you using your ability of the movement and strike? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
I guess that's ultimately what you could have done. And
Oh yeah.
Sounds good.
Yep.
So
she's gonna do her sudden charge. So she's jumping and full tilt, booking it towards that son of a bitch. And
yeah, jumping, and then your action.
Gonna and strike at him. Boom. 24 to hit.
And a 24 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Heck yeah. Ding bong.
Oh, 15 points of damage.
Oh, that's nice.
Dang. Yeah, 15 points of damage. As you jump down, the adrenaline rushing through you as if you're moving in some godly speed. Ungodly. As you move close, you go in with a strike with your claws.
Yep.
Meeting right into this chest, scratching across the robes, the yellow robes of the magistrates, dripping, and you can see just the dust float out as these bodies are ultimately shells. Is kind of what you anticipate. Like you're not seeing any blood, you're just seeing kind of dust.
Did it poof, or is it still there?
It's still there. It's still there, but you got 15 damage. Okay, so you jump, moved, and striked. Now you're next action.
I raged and did the one thing, but she's Yep, she's
Perfection.
Gonna yell to Morwen and just say, "Save her!"
Yeah. Awesome. Next. Holiness. The bald-headed undead. The one that was speaking to the people at the forum rushes. Moves past the mistress to go and attack Oren. You can see the yellow eyes gleam as it moves in this, like, just supernatural speed just move towards you, its scythe appearing in its hand as it strikes. Will a 21 hit? The damage to this roll is 13.
Oof.
As the scythe cuts in to your chest. With its second attack, it's going to strike again. You hear in your head, "Traitor!" Does a 20 hit? "19 points of damage."
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Hit. That's the end of its turn. Now moving to Morrowind.
Yeah. So, Morwen is going to use her quick alchemy to make more elixir of life. Very quickly. And she's running. She goes 5, 25.
Yeah, 25. You'll need to make 2 movements to get to her.
Yeah. So I'm gonna dash and get as close as I can, but that's my 3 actions. So I will have to wait until the next turn to.
Oh, because you built yes and the 2 to go yes. Morwen, you see as you get towards Eve's eyes, her yellow golden eyes flickering as if the light is diminishing.
She would crouch down and clasp Eve's cheek, and she's gonna say, "It's okay. You're gonna be okay, Eve."
Eve gurgles.
Like it.
Strangely familiar feeling.
The mistress's turn. The mistress kind of looks, and she holds her arm. What was that? D20. Oh, Rupert Chomsky. Oh, Rupert would have been following.
I forgot to roll him, and then it gave me the option, so I did, and he rolled an 18.
We're gonna have Rupert actually with Oren. He'll be with your turn. So Mistress holds her arm. She looks at the hourglass, and she looks of what's happening around, and she says to Oren, "If I don't make it, find Captain Flick. Find him at the feet of the statue Arcus." And she attacks.
"If I don't make it, you find him. I only have 2 health left."
He moves with such speed, slicing into the Aldina, The one standing right by Morwen. And with that supernatural strength that she has given to her by the boon of the god Bane, and does 28 points of damage. You hear the cries within your guys' heads. We know this power. You hear. It is the power of the god of battle, the god of warfare, Bane. It is a shame that he sees you using his power against me. And the creature moves back and begins to crumble. And the first of the magistrates crumbles to the ground as the mistress crumbles to the ground.
Like, into dust crumbles, or she just, like, falls in on herself?
Collapses, falls in on herself. Now, there is something that occurs when this happens. As this first creature falls to the ground, everyone that is within 30 feet must make a fortitude save. So that would be actually everyone here.
$25.
So the DC is 22. All right, we have 2 failures. Sabine, you pass. And
Eve dying on the ground passes.
yeah, so you are going to deal, yeah, it's going to deal a 1d8 damage for Morwen and for Rupert, and for Eve, you're already down.
Orin's gonna use a
Orin,
hero point.
You want to spend a hero point?
I have to, or I die.
Okay, you can re-roll with that hero point. No more hero points for you. This
Or Eve.
Today is the lore episode
Son of a
and
bitch.
the hero point episode.
Oh, that's okay. It was 1 point of damage.
only 1 point of damage. Okay, so yeah, everyone takes 1 point of void damage as this thing dispersed in black energy going in each and every one of you. Morwen, Sabine, you deflect it. Morwen, you take it. Orin, you take it. Chomsky takes it.
Oh.
And now it is Eve, your turn. You have to make a save. The DC here is 11. You have to roll higher than the 11. It's 10 plus the level of your death condition, which is death condition 1.
Sorry, what am I rolling? Just
You are rolling a... you're just rolling a d20, actually. That's what you're rolling.
okay. Just a d20.
In fact, there's a dying. You can have dying. You can roll dying.
Oh, I see.
Or recovery check, yeah.
Let's do.
Oh! Eve.
Yeah.
You're out of the death condition, and you are still, you are unconscious.
Okay. I'm unconscious, but I'm not dying.
Yep, you're not dying. You're just unconscious. That's good news.
That's great news. That's great news. And also, we've been reminded that Neil has a hero point to spend if he so chooses on someone who may so need it.
That's right. That's right. Aaron hesitates for a second. And jumps off.
Is that she put on the rubber glove and has her finger ready?
No! Did you skip me this round? No. Never mind.
Nope.
We haven't gone a whole round yet. That's cool. I thought we had gone a whole round already.
No, he definitely skipped you.
No, we haven't.
And no, Morwen is a 17, Farron's a 13. He definitely...
She already
Oh,
went.
you already went.
I'm definitely above her in the turn order.
Oh, why are you...
She already went. She ran to Eve, remember?
I already went. I thought it had gone a whole round. Yeah, we haven't. I'm sorry.
Farron, with the spike glove, now is flanking this Polonus, undead Polonus, who has his attention on Orin. And what she does is she attacks with this spiked gauntlet. The spiked gauntlet that belongs to Eve, for those who don't recall. With a 28. That's not a crit. And that is a 13 points of damage. Great. As this creature gets from behind with the spike gauntlet, goes into the back. The Polonus, again, these eyes just kind of have this light that kind of follows as it moves its head. And it's just a jaw is adjusting. Elf, it's me. Your kind does not belong in my temple. We are now moving on to Orin.
Okay. Orin is going to first with his lute strike a very soft tone and a loving, calming chord, just like a come back, and he's going to cast Soothe at towards Eve. at a second level. So I think it will roll. Both? Yeah, okay.
You're so cool.
15.
15.
Nice.
And then, oops, I didn't mean to close that.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say, come back, Eve. We need you. And I'm just gonna say, there's one right in front of him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's gonna say, you guys fucking suck.
Not in
And
a fun way.
and not in a fun way. And he's going to grab his rapier and slash the guy right in the throat, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right.
Poop him round the nose. Thanks for a tickle. Just use Maroon's catchphrase.
A 22.
Ooh, with a 22, and that will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
There's going to be so much. You're not ready for my 2 damage. Ha!
As you drum your music and as you slice with the rapier, the creature looks at you in the eyes as if mocking. If only your father could see you now.
I don't have a dad. I'm Rupert's dad, and he's gonna get you. Rupert! And Rupert's gonna attack him.
Rupert's gonna attack. Go ahead, roll your attack on Rupert. I mean, on the elf, obviously.
Hell yeah,
Rupert.
Rupert.
Yeah, 20.
That will hit. Roll the damage.
Go on, Rupee.
Fuck the dog for rolling more
Rupert
damage.
with giving 9 damage. The 9 damage as it grabs onto the tongue and kind of pulls off a bit of bone. It has like one of the arm bones in its mouth. Yeah.
Ooh, the dog
Great.
strike deals an extra 1d4 damage to creatures within reach of at least 2 of the dog's allies. Was that guy within 2?
Oh yeah.
You are,
you
yes,
got-
and absolutely. It will take that additional damage. Go ahead.
I don't know. Oh, hold on.
Do 1d4.
Yeah.
It's like backward slash. Oh. FD.
FD Foundry
How we put
with that new little add-on.
What is it?
Oh,
Oh.
that's an additional 4.
Wowzers, Rupert Chomsky.
And
I
then-
think he's been underutilized and is the true hero of this story.
Yep. Why do you think we saved him?
And he's gonna, I guess, attack again a couple times.
Heck
It is.
yeah.
Oh, that's the first attack. Oh, that's right.
the
I
first.
apologize. I think. Yeah, I skipped. You attacked once, and I said that's enough. No, there's no more attacks from Rupert Chomsky.
I'm just gonna roll the next.
Too OP.
Well,
My guys are getting sad. That's no
he'll
more.
attack 2 more times, so I'll just roll them back to back. The
Yep.
11 probably won't hit. And
Nope.
that 17.
17 doesn't hit.
Oh darn!
Oh wait, actually, yes, 17 does hit because he's being flanked. He gets a -2 to his AC. So what's the damage?
Let me.
Oh,
Hit it.
9
right.
damage.
9 damage.
back attack. Love
There
that.
you go. Yeah, one of the arms actually gets broken off. as Rupert Chomsky is just destroying this creature.
Get him, Roop.
Pollinus. Typhus's turn. Typhus sees and senses slice with a scythe as it senses Eve regaining life. That's a crit. Roll a 32.
Is it attacking me?
I'm so sorry.
It's
That's
fine.
36 points of damage.
Can a hero point be used against someone to make them reroll?
The only person that can add a hero point for a reroll.
Can it make it reroll again to see if it doesn't?
A hero point can remove the death condition, or a hero point can. Let's see if Neil _ sketches is using a hero point, it can reroll the crit. I'll allow that.
Can reroll it?
Way to put him on the spot.
I'm saying, Neil, this might be the time, Neil, if you want to use it, but
if he's not there, it's all good. You take 36 points of damage.
Neil says go for it.
Oh!
Heck yeah.
Because we do not want Eve to instantly die.
No kidding.
Because I think
So
that's
is it a
one
reroll
more point than her actual.
Or can
the
it-
death condition?
Can we remove the death condition? Because that sounds like a safe way to.
Well,
Yeah. Removes the death condition.
Your death condition's
It's
already
fine.
saved, though.
well, no, she's already. She doesn't have death condition because I healed her for a whole bunch.
36
Yeah,
points of
but
damage
you
is
can-
what?
Well, 36 would immediately kill her outright, right?
No, not
'Cause
because
it's more
it'll
than-
drop.
Well-
How many hit points do you have? Eve, does 36 hit points make you go down?
More than down. It's
Yeah, she
double
only
what
had
I
12.
Well, I thought she
Okay.
had 15.
So the
I have-
reroll
I have 15.
would make him reroll and potentially not be a crit, and you'd lose less. Would that?
Yeah. Neil says reroll in the chat.
All right, there we go. Here comes the reroll.
Oh God!
Oh, it's kidding me!
Are you joking?
It's
Why
got
is he rolling so good?
this thing wants you dead.
Can I give her my hero point?
22 points of damage.
That's better.
That's less.
Oh, hey!
That's less. That's less than 36.
Thank you, Neil.
Thank you for the trying. Thank you for
You
trying.
tried.
Again, if you earn a hero point in the chat, then you can certainly use it to benefit the players. In this case, it wasn't successful. But less damage, that's good.
Great. So okay, if I am taking still more damage, so I had 15 and I took 22, am I just back at dead? Or
You're
am
back
I like,
at death condition 1. You're back at
Okay.
death condition 1.
all right,
Yeah. You're going unconscious, right?
yeah, I'm back unconscious. I was awake and then I'm,
Yeah. You're awake, you go down, you're unconscious. It moves up and goes to Morrowind. Morrowind, it attacks you for 27. What is your AC?
My AC is 17.
It's 17?
Yeah.
Crit.
Yeah.
And above. 35 points of damage.
Okay. Mine, is it double your max or double what you currently have?
It is if you go down to 0, then you have the dying condition.
Yep.
Do you have the dying condition?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So, this is what happens. As Eve is down, Morrowind as the scythe hits you and pierces into your flesh. As darkness begins to envelop your mind, as fear begins to fill your heart, you hear a voice. My love. I am with you. And you go unconscious. And that's where we're going to stop today's session. As next week, we are going to find out what happens in this battle as the players go down, as Morrowind goes down, hearing the voice. Well, let's see what happens. If she survives, she can roll society rolls to see if she recognizes the voice. But we'll see you next week. Okay, next time on Mortal Rolls, we're going to now say any last salutations?
Make sure you're following us on Instagram and on Twitch so that you get the notification next time we're streaming.
Everyone is saying continue.
You can watch all of our old episodes on our YouTube. Mortal Rolls. Just Mortal Rolls everywhere.
It's fine. We're fine.
I mean,
it's just fine.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine.
Sabine's at full health. She got 4 temporary hit points. She's like next on the roster to go. She's ready.
Morrowind took her first damage of the campaign today when she took the fall damage, and now she's dead.
Episode 12. What episode? 11? 12. Look at that already. We'll see what happens next week. Please join us. It will be worth it. And as always, we hope you live your best selves in your mortal roles, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.